Today we're doing a tier list for the Season 1 Divinez characters. Why? I'm bored. That- Look, okay. I tried for an hour to find a fight on Dear Days. Not a single person. So instead we're here. So I'm just gonna give my thoughts on each character and then rate them. That's it. That is basically it. So, obviously I'm going to have bias. But I didn't put Nell on this list. Okay, I don't know how I forgot Nell, but she's here now. Uh, anyway, I'm gonna give my thoughts on the characters and rate them. This is just a for fun video. I yeah, uh, Akina's S tier. I like Akina. He's awesome. He is the peak Big Brother. He has a ton of really good moments as well. But he's just my favorite character right now. The dude is awesome. He's a good protagonist, even against opponents he knows he can't win against, like Taizo. He instead came up with a way that he could win. Even the creators were like, we made an impossible enemy, so let's make it fun. They didn't try and like, oh yeah, he bullshit win. No, he threw an all-out offense deck at this man and prayed to God, and it worked. Suo. Suo. Suo is a very cool character. I like him a lot. I like all these characters a lot for the most part. Well, except maybe like the last three. But Suo is a bit generic, but he ends up having a really good, in my opinion, really good growth. And you get to see what makes him the way he is. And see how empty he is. Leading up to the final fight, which is a good fight. That is a good two-parter. Where was that in Will plus Dress? Where? Bushy Road. Where? Anyway, A tier. The only reason I'm not putting him S tier is because, to be frank, I don't know. I just emotionless nothingness doesn't really do it for me. Like, I appreciate him as a character. I really like him whenever, at the very end, whenever he experiences growth and has a personality. But just the majority of it, he's emotionless. So that's the way he gets A and not S. Maybe season 2 he'll get S, I don't know. Gabrielius. He ate bananas. He's good comedic relief. And he's I can't wait for us to learn more about him in season 2. I'm really hoping that we get to see like Akina use him as a card against Kuon or something, but we're not here to talk about season 2, so anyway, he's a very interesting sort of, I guess, overviewer of the Fated Clash. But he's interesting, he's a unique overseer. He's comedic. I find him very entertaining. Plus, again, he ate bananas, got sucked in the face like he was a ghost by Akina. That's the other reason Akina's in S tier. He's just great. I love him. He sucked a ghost in him. His first reaction to his fear was to punch it in the face. How can you not love this dude? And then Deb Williams is a small child whose name escapes me. I want to call her Helona, but that's the other small child from Wildress. Keep wanting to call her Helona. I don't know why. But Akina's little sister, Hikari, she's fine. She doesn't really do much, so B. Yeah, B tier. She doesn't really do much. You don't really get to see much of her. She's adorable, so I'm not putting her lower. Like, the moments we do get to see of her are great. Masked person. For spoiler reasons, I will be calling them masked person. I'll put them in A. They're cool. Story. Spoilers. If you watch the anime, you'll know. Plus, the reason for them being there is they knew the consequences they accepted and tried to change. Tried to change what they couldn't. I am impressed by that. Masanori. Masanori's great. Who doesn't love Masanori? Dude's a troll. The dude is a troll. He was good in Wildress. He was good in Overdress. He just does whatever he wants. He's great. I'm so glad that they put him in Divinez. Because he's great. Honestly, I think Taizo and him were the best choices. I'll put him in A. Taizo. S tier. This man got what he deserved. He won. He got the respect he deserved. This man got nothing in Wildress after being hyped up. And then finally, Divinez said, let's give him everything we hyped him up for. He's a damn good player. The only issue I have this deck is he's running Combine Rusher. His deck is even using promo cards, but other than that, his deck is damn good. Welstra's one of my favorite Vanguards. Welstra's one of my favorite Vanguards. I love using them. I love Taizo's Wish. It's a great wish. He can do it on his own. And he just wants to be helpful. And the dude is freaking homie. Akina's like, hey man, you said I could ask you for help anytime, right? Dude becomes his ride line's name. He became an Uber driver for a bunch of kids to go visit their friend at a tournament and cheer her on. I love it. He's great. Mikoto. B tier. I wasn't very impressed with her. She's kind of bland. I am hopeful that she's better in season. I am hopeful that she's better in season 2. I just found her bland. She didn't really do much either. Akina didn't even fight her, so instead she just got therapy from Taizo over here. And yeah, I can't really remember much about her from season 1 even. Like, most of these characters have moments that stick out about them. To me, at least, but I can't remember shit about Mikoto. Other than she's an idol. Shinobu. D tier. The fight was cool, but actually, I'll put you in C tier because I don't hate you, but you also didn't do shit. You had one fight and never showed up again. You were just there to show us Taboo. I mean, don't. I mean, you had a good fight. It was a fun fight. It was cool seeing your relationship with Masanori, but you're also just annoying. He's fine. I don't hate him. I don't like him though. I kind of do, but look, in comparison, he's not as good. I don't much like him. I don't dislike him though. I'm pretty neutral to him. This guy, whose name I never learned, is the best uncle and guardian ever. Like, this dude is trying so hard for Suo. He is trying so hard. I was so happy when him and Akina got to talk. And to see him finally be rewarded at the end of season 1 for all his hard work. That made me so happy. Kenji, B tier. Just, he's just a generic best friend character who simps for idols. Now, let's be honest here. S tier. She's great. Who doesn't like Now? She's good. She's cool. She's cute. Her deck is awesome. Like, her deck is really awesome. Like that, Welstra, and all 3 of these decks are just the 3 decks that I use from Divinez. She's cool. She had a good filler episode. Like, one of the first good filler episodes in a bit. Her filler episode was important. It wasn't important, but like, it was important to her narrative, I guess is what I mean. It gave purpose. It did something right. There's just a lot of good about Now. She's cool as shit. Her fill episode was meaningful. That's the word I've been looking for. It was meaningful. It had impact. It was important to her story arc. It wasn't important to the overarching story, but to her specifically, it had meaning and was important. She ended up doing her goal. Yeah. And no one else was on the list. Right? Right. Alright, we can back up now. Play the outro. Wait, do I have an outro? No, I don't. Throw up a picture of Akina. 花のない面構えよな。行くぞ。Okay, fine. C tier. Megumi. They have done her so dirty since season 1 of Overdress. Since season 2 of Overdress. They did her well in season 2. But after that, she has done nothing but lose. She has gotten mediocre support. Her character arc, she tried so hard to be the leader of Blackout, to be meaningful to the team. The only reason she became leader was because nobody else who cared enough to be leader was good enough to beat her. Zaku said, told me you don't care about being leader. Her being called the leader of Blackout is not exactly impressive if you've seen the other seasons. Her fight is mediocre. She doesn't do much for being the leader of Blackout. You'd think she would have just destroyed Mikoto. Like, the leaders of Blackout have been some of the strongest fighters. Donji, Toya, Donji. I ain't counting you. They had to change his deck for every fight just to make him fight. But Megumi's position isn't earned. It's just kind of thrown at her because no one else was there. She's fine in Divinez. They've just done her dirty. I like her as a character, but they have done her so dirty. Justice for Megumi. Megumi. Would your name actually just Megumi? Oh my god, your name is just Megumi. Oh, cool. Chinese dress sleeves for $15 on eBay.